What's up, Panda dudes? Peter von Panda here. Hey, I just got something, and I want to show it to you. I'm pretty excited about it, and I think you're going to be excited too. It's a watch, and it's from Noble Timepieces. And is it just me, or does this Noble name look like the Noble M400 hypercar, sports car? I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things, but I just kind of like that. Every time I see Noble, I think of sports cars, which I love. So the cool thing about this is how it comes. I have not unboxed this yet. I'm saving that to share that with you. That's going to be something that you and I share together and experience together. Two become one at this point. There's a microfiber cloth on here with the Noble N logo. And then here is the box itself. And look, it's pretty cool looking. Earned, not inherited. Built to inspire. Pretty cool. I'm actually kind of dig this black and teal thing. It looks like a Tiffany's box on this end and looks like, I don't know, a black box on this end. Oh, there it is again. Noble Timepieces. You can actually check it out at nobletimepieces.com. And I'm stoked about checking this out primarily because I saw some pictures of this watch and I thought it looked great. And as I have said in other videos, watches are like a personal thing. It's kind of like whiskey. Maybe I'll show you some of my whiskey sometime. If you like it, drink it. Who cares what other people say about it, right? And I just like the look at it of this, and I wanted to check it out, and I'm super stoked to have this, and I'm going to make you just as stoked as I am. So first of all, Noble Watch Company is a pretty new watch company. They make watches that I think are really cool and unique and modern and kind of ass-kicking looking. And so I wanted to check it out in person. This is my first look, and I can tell you that I'm not disappointed. And getting this thing in my hand, first thing I will tell you is that it feels substantial. There are a number of watches that I've had come through my doors that look really good, and in pictures, they look nice, and even they film well. But you get them in your hand, you can kind of tell that the metal's machine pretty thin, or the case is machine thin, or whatever. There's nothing unique about this metal. It's a 316L stainless steel, but it's kind of like a bead blasted. It reminds me a lot of the MacBook Air finish or your iPhone finish. It's just cool. It looks, I love that kind of matte look. It looks awesome. The bezel here, which doesn't move, not only has a coin edge, but it's angled here. You can see it's kind of like a 45-degree angle cut. Kind of like the gears of a transmission. So, this whole thing, I'd say, even though it's not necessarily a homage to Noble cars, everything for me kind of boils down to cars. And so you can kind of say, instead of straight cut gears, you've got these helical cut, angled cut lines in there. And it looks nice because it's kind of unique. I can't even think of another company that does that. A lot of companies put a coin edge or some sort of texture in there so you can grip it to turn the bezel, but this is just kind of neat. On the side here, you already saw that it says Director. It's cut in there. You can see on the back here there is a, what do you call it, a clapper type of board. Call the shots. And the Director is kind of an homage to film directing, and I like that they've used the side here. I hate when you've got a big area that doesn't have anything. I like when people, companies put like Tag Heuer kind of cuts it and enamels it in. Some will put like the limited edition plaques there, that type of thing. I dig that. Some of you might not like that, but I like that you use it. It's just more detail that you can see. And like I said, most importantly, the thing is substantial, man. I dig that. I just dig that it feels like I could bang this around and the thing is going to hold up. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, it has serious weight. And it's a fairly serious size, 45 millimeters side to side. And let's see if we can prove that to you. And I'm going to go ahead and close in on it here. We're not going to get the crown, obviously. And let's go ahead and switch that over. So, yeah, 45 millimeters right there. Read it and weep. 24 millimeter leather band from lug to lug here. But then also, it's not a super thick watch, and I want to give you those dimensions too. A little over 10 millimeters, which actually I think is, I can tell you right now, I think is a great size overall. Let's go ahead and throw this sucker on. It's a Swiss quartz movement. My assumption is like a Ronda. I don't know that for a fact. I was on the website and I didn't see necessarily the brand partnership there, but look how nice looking it is. I mean, I'm not crazy to kind of think automotive inspiration. You know, charcoal black finish. This model is actually called the steel and black leather, and you know it's got even the hour markers and the hands are kind of that bead blasted silver finish. It just looks great. Subdial there with your separated remote second hand. Obviously, you can tell quartz by its clicking, or ticking, and blue there, just a little bit of color, and I like the Noble. Dude, I like everything about this. You've got that kind of bead blasted finish on the metal buckle. Even the buckle feels pretty substantial. These can be really thin on some cheaper watches, so it's nice the Noble logo is there. This leather is probably a couple millimeters thick, maybe even 3 millimeters thick, but it is soft and supple. So there's a lot of watches that have a really thick leather, and you have to break them in. They don't fit quite right. But this is gonna hug your wrist. The back of this feels like a suede. I mean, obviously not a lot of fiber on it, but it's soft and smooth. You can kind of see how my finger goes with and against the grain, so you can kind of understand there that I mean, it feels soft. Ooh, I could use that. And I do like, I like the band. This is a black leather stitched in black thread up and down the sides. It is. And what I really love, as you know, is when the band stays that same width. So it looks 24 millimeters end to end, and just really nice. Oh man, you can hear it. I mean, I'm trying not to gush too much, but I really think Noble got the design right. I'm going to go to the 1010 here, get that out of the way. As you can see, those kind of angled side cuts that are reflected here on the crown as well with the logo there. So just, you know what? I mean, it's kind of a watch I want to put on and wear to work tomorrow and wear it all day, because it's subtle, it's minimalist, it's modern. And as you know, I've checked out some other watches that have kind of fit that. I have a Skagen on order. I've got a couple movements. I really just like that kind of design. I think it's really in. It makes a statement that you don't need a lot of bling in a lot of watches to have a watch that has substance and style and gravitas. And I just like it. And if you're a sports car guy and driving a Noble M400, then pick this up. Even though the M400, I think, was the Ford V6. A little disappointing, but they look cool. So anyway, I'm going to say that I'm going to give this sucker a thumbs up. I think this back probably unscrews. It has the little holes in the side so that you can probably unscrew it, because it is water resistant to 50 meters. And so you don't have to worry about getting it wet, presumably. Your leather might not appreciate that, but you don't have to worry about ruining the internals of it. And I just think it's really nice. Now, on their website, they have the Director model in a bunch of different color combinations. And I know that they had low numbers of inventory on some of them. This black and steel color is really nice. I'm super happy with this. But they also have like a gunmetal and tan leather band, a gunmetal with a gunmetal bracelet, and all black. They've got a gold gray leather. So you can get it in really kind of a combination of colors that fit your preferences. But this one I'm really, really happy with. Now, they're not super cheap. For being a micro brand, this watch here retails for $240, and if you step up to a metal bracelet, you're going to be in the $260 range. So they're not quite as entry level as some of the other brands that I've shown you, which kind of hover around the $100, $120 range. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a step up from it. As you probably are able to figure out, I have no doubts that the way this feels, and to me, kind of the fine detail, the inner bezel is nice, the detail on the hands, everything's kind of pulled together. Even all the hour markers, as far as I can tell, seem to be nicely lined up. They appear to be applied. It might be a little hard to see there, but they have some depth and some thickness to them. So, to me, yeah, is it worth twice the price of a movement watch? I would say so. I mean, I have a movement watch, and I'll tell you that right now that I think at $130 or $125 for a movement chrono, this is nicer. And that even has chronograph functions, and this doesn't. I really like it. Definitely check it out. Now, the other thing that I am super stoked about here, and I hope you are too, is that despite my desire having just unboxed this thing and kind of fallen in love with it, as I promised you, I am going to give more stuff away. And I want to give this away to a viewer. And it kind of pains me because I'm kind of second guessing myself because I want to put it in my watch box. But nonetheless, I want you to understand that I appreciate you checking out the channel. This steel and black leather Noble watch is going to go to someone in the US or Canada only. You have to be of age, and what I want you to do is like and subscribe to my channel and then comment below. I'm going to pick one unique commenter. Just put the state you live in or the province. That way when the computer program picks the random commenter, I can double check and make sure that you are in a area that I will be able to ship this to. So just write the state that you're in. I just use that as verification. And if you win, I will reach out to you and make sure that this watch ends up on your wrist. So super stoked about it. Check out Noble Timepieces at nobletimepieces.com. We will see if maybe we can get a discount code if you want to check out more yourself. But I'm definitely digging it, and I will see if I can maybe purchase another one in a different color combo and show that to you too. But as of for now, let's get this out to one of you. Peter von Panda. Out!